Hello, people of the YouTube. Welcome to Friday. At this current moment, this current time stamp is 6:51 p.m. Friday, January 13th. And I am Laura, as you can plainly read on the screen. If you're first time coming here, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I live in New Jersey, and I am going to click on my computer now. There we go. All right. And give myself a thumbs up. All right. Hey, Dawn, how are you? How are you, Dawn? I'm looking to see. Okay, I think the microphone's on the end on this iPad thing. I don't know. I might need to do some kind of other situation with it. Oh, Dawn, my baby brother lives in Maine, and my half sister also. My brother lives in Pownell, right outside of Portland, and my sister lives in Portland proper. Maine is wonderful. I've been there going to Maine all my life. My grandmother had a summer home in Blue Hill, which is my favorite place. So I was just going to show a couple of things and maybe do a little art, but I'm only going to be on for an hour because Mary is on at 8 and I want to go see Mary. So that's where it's at today. That's what I'm up to. What are you up to, Dawn? Yeah, you're not that far. Oh, okay. Blue Hill's my favorite place on the planet, practically. Really, second only to maybe Hawaii. It is like my favorite, absolute favorite. All right, so this is for my book loving friends. You know who you are. I got a few things. I don't know. Canton, I don't know where that is. Hold on. Why is this making noise? Can you hear it? Can you hear that noise? It's Alicia. Let me tell her I'm live. Hold on. She's texting me. Hold on, people. Be with you in a minute. Okay. Quit messages. Go back this way. So I went to the library and picked up a couple of books. This one's called listen, I can't tell you whether I like the book or I don't like the book. Oh, cool. So you're close to my brother there. I really has nothing to do. Hold on. Let me take my glasses off. First of all, I'm getting old. I can't see what I'm trying to say. Well, I'm trying to read the screen and talk at the same time. It's one thing to just glue shit down and do nothing. Hey, Carol, how are you? So I got this book. It's called Good Omens: The Nice and Accurate Prophecies of Agnes Nutter, Witch. Good Omens. It's a fiction book, so I got that one, and I also got this one. I don't know if I've even ever read a mystery, but I decided I wanted to check out a mystery. So this one is called The Book of Old Houses, and I live in an old house, so I don't know. Carol, I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. I'm glad you're okay. Hey, how are you? Miss Becca's in the house. How's that Pennsylvania gal doing? You know, my daughter lives in Philly. She's a PA girl. She was here at Christmas. Girl, she's here at Christmas, and her license plates are Pennsylvania now. It's official. And then the other one I got is a nonfiction. And Alicia's still texting me now. She just got the message. I hope you see the replay. This is why I didn't text you back. I'm a little busy. So this one's called Biblical Literacy. So we'll see how it is. It says everything you need to know about the Bible's most important stories. Definitely right up my alley. Yup. So that's it. Yeah, and you know what? I was surprised her insurance went up. Jersey has like the highest car insurance, highest rent, highest mortgage prices practically in the whole country. And there you are. Hello. There you are. I'm trying. My hand's going off the thing. All right, I've tried to put a little square here for myself. So if I was a really good human, which I'm not, I'm a decent person, but I'm not a really good human, I would go ahead and have already linked in the description box Malia's channel and all that stuff. But, you know, that's just the way I roll. I don't get around to all the technology stuff because I don't make it a priority. So anyway, I showed the other day this little trinket box, I want to call it. I want to call this where am I? There we are. Trinket box that Malia made. And then what I did is I just went ahead and glued this little bad boy on there. because I had the hot glue gun out for this project I'm working with and I'm loving. So Malia has a tutorial, a really good tutorial on how to do these little boxes. And I already cut up my pages. So I am going to be on that this weekend. I believe I will be doing it this weekend. Now, of course, I'm running out of space again. I just cleared this desk off. Oh, hold on the book tip. This is a book that I purchased from one of my favorite contemporary authors, Barbara Kingsolver. Loved The Bean Trees, loved Prodigal Summer, loved what's the other one she's really well known for? Can't remember the name of it right now. Loved it, loved it. This book, now listen, if you're somebody who loves butterflies, like monarchs in particular, this is your book right here. You're gonna get a book. This is where I need to be. You're gonna, oh, that's what that is. Oh, people, I drew a line for myself and my brain turned it around. I swear to God. Ugh. All right. Anyway, this is all about them. And it is a lot of information that I'm not personally feeling like I need to know about butterflies. And it's not enough character development. And I'm disappointed. I don't like to be disappointed in a favorite author, but I'm disappointed. I made it this far in the book and I'm abandoning it. Now, usually I can just, buckle down and get through that last part of a book I don't love. But you know what? I don't do it anymore because there's too many books and I'm never going to read all the books I want to read in one lifetime. So at this point, I don't even care if I've gone, I'm 3/4 of the way in and this bad boy is going to Goodwill. So that's how I feel about this particular book. All right. Let me see what else I was going to show you. Where did it go? Oh, this. I was going to show you one more thing. Oh, I was going to show you this tea. I don't know if anybody likes herbal tea, but I do. I love it. This stuff, it's my first time drinking it. It's blackberry citrus, and it is fantastically delicious. So I'm also going to be participating in that real trash journals or whatever they called it. I don't know. Again, should have the link. Don't have the link. Don't even know the right hashtag. I don't speak in hashtags. So, but anyway, Rails from Crafts from the Dungeon and Bonnie and Clive they're putting it out. So go check them out. It's a trashy junk journal, and I'm going to be making one. So I'm saving that for that. All right, this is what I want to show you. So I live in a really old house built before even the Revolutionary War. And we have treasures in the attic dating back a couple of 100 years. And some of them are things that John's mother had in her lifetime. And she was born in the 20s, early 20s. And then some from his grandmother, who was born in the 19th century, and his grandfather also. So we've got treasures in the attic that are really fun. And one of them is the set of books that his mother actually used as readers when she was a little girl. So they're really beautiful books. I love the images on in this book. Wait, boop, boop. There she is. It was from Union County, New Jersey, the Summit Board of Education. See, it's got a seal on it. Anyway, the book was 1915 is when the book was published. And it is really cool to go back and look at especially these color illustrations are only on The Children in the Moon. So where are you? Come on, camera, don't mess with me. I can't do this, people. I am not good at this. I can do it and I am doing it, but I suck at it. I'm tired of being bad at everything. All right, let's see. Hey, Nash. How are you, Miss Nashwa? How are you? And then, okay. Also, I don't have the hashtag up on the video. This is now the third thing I probably should have done that I'm not doing. Oh, can you tell I don't follow rules well? You should be able to tell that by now. I do follow rules because I have to, but I don't do it because I want to. Flip Through Fridays, and that's another one. I think I saw that one. I forget whose channel I saw it on, but I think that Rails is doing it too. All right, there's one of these bugs. Move your way up to somewhere else, buddy. Anyway, this is Alicia made this napkin. This is I haven't flipped through this in a long time, and I'm deciding which journals to purge from my collection of many, many journals. Okay, I like that napkin. I do. Life well lived. Psalm 91:11, for he will give his angels charge over you to accompany and defend and preserve you in all your ways. Yes. Love a good angel. Hey, Mary, I'm only on for a couple minutes because I'm coming over to your channel. It's at 8, right? I do have it right, people. Is Mary on at 8 Central? Because that's the time I told myself that I'm not really 100% sure if I'm right on that. Mary, if you don't mind telling me what time you go on. I don't know. I thought it was 8, but it might not be. Maybe no, it's not earlier. It's definitely not earlier than 8. Okay. Oh gosh, look, I wrote myself a note to leave room for mistakes. Listen, people, I feel like all I do is make mistakes. I don't mind making a couple, but I mean, this whole like surrendering myself to God thing. Absolutely. Mary says it's okay. All right. Thanks, Mary. All right. So I'm not feeling at this point like this is a journal that I need to keep. It seems like a journal that was something for Jesus. It says something for Jesus right here. Okay, Mary, 8:30. Okay, great. That's perfect. Okay. I'm still trying to find a slot where somebody else isn't, hey, I just watched your video. How are you? I love your video for the last fourth Saturday art hop, Roy. Oh my gosh, what a brilliant idea. He's did I would do it for a check register too. He made a little, if you didn't see it, he made a little cover for his planner and the week at a glance that's like the size of a check register. Hey, Kelly Ann, how are you? Nice to see you. All right. So this is, I guess I don't remember when I did this journal, but it wasn't last year. I can tell you that much. Oh, from the Telltale Heart. That which you mistake for madness. Oh, people, I'm taking this out. I'm keeping this bad boy. I earned this. Oh, no, I glued it down too well. I earned this bad boy. Yes, please work. Come on. Stay with me, baby. Stay with me. Well, maybe. That's all right. I got the whole quote. I just need the quote. That which you mistake for madness is but an over acuteness of the senses. Yes. Oh, that speaks to my heart. That absolutely speaks to my heart. Hey, Chris, welcome. It's your first time to my channel. Welcome. Chris, in the past, I used to tell everybody to welcome all the new people. Like, I used to go, welcome. But, you guys all know each other. So I kind of had to quit that routine. That song and dance is old. Oh, I like this. I am going to save this. So now that I decided I'm not keeping the journal, I start deconstructing it and taking apart the parts that I want to keep. So this is Sylvia D. That's her gesso recipe. So I do want to save that. I want to save that card. I like this glue and don't think if it'll come off, I'll keep that. Yep, I do like that. So what I end up doing is the same things get repeated in my art. I basically recycle my art into my own art. I've seen Dee Dee do it too. Dee Dee also recycles her journals or deconstructs them or whatever you want to call it. Okay, there we go. I got that right now. I like this page. This, speaking of Sylvia D, this was one of her jelly print pages. Is she still around? Oh, Dawn, what a compliment. Thank you. It's all Jesus, though, Dawn. That's the only thing I can tell you is it's all Jesus. I can't take any credit for that. That belongs to the big man upstairs. Anything good coming out of me is not me. I can tell you that, people. All right. I really like this page. Ooh, all right. Looks like I had some fun doing this at least. Yeah. Oh, look at these two little guys. I don't frequently use these images in my art. So this is an actual picture. It's a photo. Yeah. Right, Dawn? Totally makes sense. You do, Chris? Oh, Chris, I've got so many journals. We could spend all day sitting here, you and me. We really could. All right. So this guy's going to go. But I did keep 2 things that will go into a future journal. All right. That's how I process my journals, if anyone's interested. And I don't think I had anything else that I was going to actually... Oh, I was going to show you my current project. Hold on. The one thing I'm working on. This is not a project that I can do online while I'm live. Because let me tell you what. I am not adept with a heat, no, with a hot glue gun, people. I burned myself like 55 times this morning. I was watching Mary and doing this. So I had put all my buttons together. Move over. I put all my buttons together in one container. And I personally love this sound. If you don't like loud sounds, close your ears. Don't you love that sound? And I'm not an ASMR channel, people, but I do like certain sounds, so I can understand where those people are coming from. I've earned a new respect for them. Oh, wait, these don't belong in here. Are these buttons? Oh, yes, they are. Okay. Hey, my little squirrel's in the house. Squirrel, guess what my dog got for Christmas? A squirrel. Right? Bootsy says, like Midas fondling his gold coins, music to my ears. Oh, Roy, you get the comedian award. So, this is what I'm doing. I got this box Malia sent, and it's just such a cool box. Hold on. If I move this up a little, I'll be a little less confused. Sorry, people. You know what you're getting when you come over here, so don't act surprised. For the new people, I'm sorry. Any of the people who followed me here, please. You have only yourself to blame that you're still around this big yapper. All right, so there we go. It's a really awesome box, and it folds in like this really securely. So I started decorating it with buttons, and oh yes, Kelly Ann, I loved that video. Oh my God, I didn't even think of that. Kelly Ann said when Shannon Green did the paper beads with her hands, but she was so funny, and she reminded me of myself because she's going, if I'd ever stop talking. I was like, girl, I can relate. We cut of the same cloth, Shannon. All right, so I think that's all I had. That was like, oh, I wanted to show you these cool socks. Sorry, one more thing. So these are socks that support mental health. This company called Conscious Step, they do all different causes, but I saw these and I got them for my daughter, and then I actually gave them to my son instead. But I want to read it to you because I chickened out last week on going to this meeting, and then I found these socks. And I just try to explain to people how God speaks to me, and that's how he speaks to me. You can't hear him. It's not a voice. It's not with my senses. It's not with my ears. It's just, that's what I'm trying to say. If I try, that's it. My point is made. Anyway, these benefit, I'll read it to you. Your purchase helps provide support for people impacted by mental illness. Each sale of this pair donates $1 to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, the nation's largest grassroots mental health organization dedicated to building better lives for the millions of people, including Laura Jersey, affected by mental illness. So, the socks are really awesome, and I found them after I was supposed to go to a meeting on Saturday with my friend Jennifer, and the group is called NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Hey, Steph. And I chickened out, people. I chickened out. I didn't go. And so what you do is you get to meet together all people who have various mental illnesses, and typically it's people with bipolar and schizophrenia. We kind of hang out together in the community because it's a community. But I chickened out, people. So if you don't mind praying for me to get the nerve up to go next month, I think it would be good for me. I don't want to do it, but I think it would be good for me. And I always make myself do things that are good for me. So I know that means I'm eventually going to make myself go, but I'd rather go with like a lighter heart. You know what I mean? And after I go, I'll be fine. It's just that whole initial anticipatory anxiety thing. All right. And then the only other thing to show you, and then we can get down to the business of gluing, is this is my journal that I'm working on with earth tones. And it's just earth tones mostly. I did put an image or two in, but not many. Yeah, 2 images. And I've just been doing earth tones and using different brushes, different palettes, just play, just a little play here and there. But just to take me out of my whole thing. I know, Becca, I bet you do, girl. I bet you do. But you know what, Becca? It's time. I needed to go many years ago. But you got to understand, I was already in group therapy with my peers. And not that y'all aren't my peers, but unless y'all have mental illness, y'all aren't my peers in that way. You know what I'm saying? So but we're peers in the crafting community. You know, you can be peers with people in different ways. I think that's how it goes. I love this one. All I did with this one was just squirt the paint on and then rub it in. Isn't that fun? That came out really fun. I thought of you, Mary. This is gold. But I honestly, I miss my friends. That's why I'm so attached to my friend Jennifer, because these people understand me in ways other people don't. And it's the same thing as if you were just say you're somebody who I don't know. It doesn't have to be something that is has a stigma behind it, like mental illness. It could just be something typical, like you're someone who likes to paint and you like to hang out with people who paint, right? I mean, that's the whole thing. Thanks, Mayor. Yeah. She said peers in tears. You're too much, squirrely squirrel. You're too much. All right, I got to take a minute and think about what I actually want to do, because I was so worried that I was going to run over the time and bump into Mary's time slot. And it's important to me. When I know somebody has a time slot, I honor it. Currently, I don't really have any subscriptions because I deleted my old channel when I was manic, in case you didn't know that. And so all the people I subscribe to, not anymore. So unless I've gotten a link in somebody's channel, or I can remember the name of their channel, I'm kind of out of, you know, as my father would say, pardon my French, you're shit out of luck, Laura. That's what my father would say. Okay. So I just want to think for a minute, and I don't do that a lot on YouTube, but I am going to think about what I want to do. Do I want to? Okay, actually, no, I'm not going to think. I'm going to ask you people to think for me. People, should we glue or should we paint? Glue or paint? Da 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 da. I get the chicken head dancing in my head. I missed it, squirrel. My mind's already moved on. Are you talking to me? Okay, 1 for paint. Dawn's for paint. 1 for glue. 2. Well, you're only 1 for Rebecca. You don't get 2 votes. Oh, Stephanie G. There we go. There we go. Everybody stand up and give her a big old giant standing ovation. All right, let me get some stuff to glue and paint. Let's just do it. It doesn't matter what I do, people. I don't care. I like to hang out with you people, and I've missed you, frankly. We'll just use this as... Oh, this was my grandpa's. This was my grandpa's. Okay. Oh, we're going to use this. This belonged to my grandpa. He was a really good artist. He did oil paintings and watercolor paintings. And he painted, he grew flowers and then he painted them. I always thought that was so cool. He painted his own flowers. I love when people do stuff like that. All right. So I agree with Alicia, Chris. And normally, Chris, hey, Marty. Normally, Chris, my old attitude was like, listen, I got a kid, I got this, I got that, I don't have time. But now my schedule is much more, because I'm working, actually, my schedule is more organized, right? It's not like just all free time. All right, let me get some paper scraps, people. Does this look familiar, Alicia? And yes, people, I know her name's Alicia, but I did not know that. I did not know that when I met her. So I read her name phonetically because I can be a big goofball. All right, let's see. But anyway, Chris, I used to only do impromptu. And so, you know, Mary's on next. Mary's on 8:30 Eastern time. I don't really think that well in other times. So this, I really got the most out of my bang for my buck out of Malia's Etsy order. I'm reusing the box. I'm using the thing that I bought, and she put this paper in the box, and I'm using that too. So Malia's a recycling artist, and so I like to really tell you, I love the recycled arts. I really do. I love pretty scrapbook paper too. Don't get me wrong, you know, but the recycled art is just so something about it that is just so unique. I guess because it's not, yeah, it's unique because there's, you know, a lot of the stuff we're using is only like, this is it. There's only one of these pages of this book that, you know what I mean? Kind of thing. All right. Oh, Alicia, let me tell you what you are. Oh, can somebody put in Mary's, hold on, squirrel, hold on. Hold on. Squirrel, I'm modding you. Can you please do me a favor and get Mary's link for them for who asked? Chris? Was it Dawn? Dawn asked. I appreciate it super much. Thank you, darling. I love to pretend that I'm Southern, people. We all know I'm not. Oh, people, I am so at peace. Can I tell you something? It's another thing. Gonna get like a broken record. I gave it to God. Literally wrote it on a note, put it in this tin, and the problem has been resolved. And it was that I was frightened about my son being on the internet. When I met you people, my son was not allowed on the internet. He was young, but now he's 13 and he's on the internet. And my big thing is he plays some video games. I don't want anyone who's a predator coming near my son. I can see that everyone. Okay. No, Mary, I got you. No, Mary, I want to come see you. Don't you get it? It's a selfish thing. It's me. I want to come watch you. I can't watch you if I'm on. No way, girl. Oh, we love you, Mare. We love you. Thank you so much, Ami, for doing that. But yeah, so I was like frightened beyond anything I can even ridiculous. Because like I keep trying to tell people I have this hyper focus, and it's really cool if I hyper focus on something that's productive and useful, because I can actually be pretty good at it. But unfortunately, my brain goes the other way and hyper focuses on fear. And I was so afraid for years, like since this social media came out, even of my son on the internet. And last night we talked, and it was such a good talk. He totally gets it. And we had already talked, but I had been like a little bit on the fear side with it, where I've been like saying to him, you know, but I was trying to be like, dude, these bugs are on my nerves. Come on, dude, take a hike. It's the same bug. He just keeps coming back. All right, you did. Okay. Oh, Mary, yeah, that's okay. I'm thinking of doing Wednesdays at, Mary might have left by now. I'm thinking about doing Wednesdays at 6:30. Mary, thank you so much. I'll see you over at your thing. And I can email you if we need to. I don't use Facebook Messenger or any of that stuff. So, all right, let's get gluing and stop talking. All right, no, we're going to talk, but I'm yakking. I was just so excited. The conversation was basically like he gets it, because I asked him, I said, do you have online buddies now, like online friends that you play with who aren't your friends from school? And he goes, I don't know, I guess. I said, oh, all right. I said, and something. And then he said something about the kid lives in New York, and my eyebrows got raised. And he said, no, Mom, I know. I never tell anyone anything personal about me. I know we don't do that on the internet. All right, Mary, thanks. Bye-bye. So, yeah, so I was just so relieved. You know, when you have a worry on your mind and your heart, and then it gets relieved. Oh, the relief I felt was one of the most sweet feel. I think relief is one of the best feelings ever. You know, I mean, oh my gosh. Hey, Candy, I don't know if I saw you coming in, Candy. Hello. So yeah, I really just felt such a sense of relief. Oh, I couldn't. You know, when your kids are safe, in a sense, you know, you get to that place where you know they're safe, and you can just take a deep breath and just settle your butt down. That's where I was at. So the thicker papers, interesting. So this is called sketching vellum or something. Oh, I mean, please, after what you went through, girl, let me tell you what, I don't, God doesn't give us anything we can't handle. And God gave you that. Remember that. What happened in your life, God gave it to you because you could handle it. Not that says something about you, man. That really says something about who you are. Got to remember that, man. Don't forget that. The world, we get into the world and we get all into I always say America runs on Duncan. Everybody's like 100 million miles an hour out there. It's insanity. I feel like everywhere you go, sometimes it's New York City, you know? Speaking of which, my library today, when I picked up all those books, had a little flyer, and it said a list of the museums. It's a list of museums that we can get free passes to go and see. And I was so excited because one of the places I really, hey, Jen, one of the places I really want to visit that I've never been is the Botanical Gardens in New York City. It's in the Bronx, so it is New York City, but it's not Manhattan proper. Um, but I've never been there. They do a wonderful Christmas thing, but it just trying to do anything at Christmas these days. Oh, speaking of which, I was thinking of also doing the Christmas show at Radio City Music Hall with my son. People, $180 a ticket, people. We took my daughter 25 years ago. It did not cost 100. I could not believe. I said to John, the show is really good. It is not worth $180 a ticket. You got to be kidding me. These people in New York are just kidding me. I'm sorry, New Yorkers, but you know it too. If you're an upstate New York person, you know it. Roy, are you listening? I'm not talking about you. I was loving it today. I was watching Roy's video. And last week I was over at Ann Lars channel on Sunday. I think it looks like she streams every Sunday. I sure hope so. I love her. And she's from New York too. And I love when they talk because it's such a comforting sound. It's comforting to me because my dad had a New York accent. And so it's just comforting. You know what I mean? You know. Okay, so she does. He goes, I'm listening. I got busted. I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about the Upper East Side Society folks. Yes, you do. He says, we say coffee and cuppa. Yes, you do. I love it. I love it. I love a New York accent. Very comforting. All right. So let's see. I don't think I'm going to rip up any other paper. See, this is a little thick, so it's all right. But you know what I'm not doing? I'm being a little lazy here. Lazy. I had such a nice day at work yesterday and today. Oh, people. I can't believe I shouldn't say I can't believe, but it's beyond my wildest dreams. That's an AA thing. They beyond your a life. In AA, they promise you if you put down the drink, they promise you a life beyond your wildest dreams. People, they are not joking. They are not joking. Yep. They are not joking. So it's just, but this job is beyond my wildest dreams. I mean, like, just I give you an example what I do today. So today I got to work at 9:15. And we have time without the members, the individuals that we serve. The name that the reference, the word reference word, shall we say, is members, not clients, not patients, not students, members, like members of a club, because it's kind of like a club of really awesome people. So the members come in at 10. So they get there, we hang out for about 15 minutes, then we go, then the group, I had a group, this other young gentleman I work with had a group, and the young lady who's in charge had a group. And we go downstairs because downstairs below us is there's a food pantry located there, and we volunteer. And some of that has to do with the fact that the individuals that we serve have disabilities, and so they receive disability checks, and working isn't always an option because of that, from what I understand. But I don't really know anything about that part of it. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, girl, from where I came from at the end of my career as a teacher to where I am today, oh, forget about it, man. It's just amazing. So then we go down there and we volunteer down there. And then we go back upstairs and have lunch to the place where I work, and then we get in these really cool vans that are decorated with puzzle pieces on the sides, because the name of the organization is Peace, Piece, by Peace, Peace, finding peace, Peace in the pieces, Piece. I think I'm spelling it right. I think you get the idea. Oh, Roy, I'm so glad to hear that we did too. We had a beautiful time. We had a beautiful, beautiful holiday. So then we go to the YMCA, And there's a group fitness class for the members. And then some go swimming, some go on the treadmill, some do basketball, depending on everybody's interests. Sometimes ping pong, there's a ping pong table. And then we go home for the day, man. Well, then I go back and I have to fill out the easiest paperwork I have ever filled out in my life. And people, do you think that I have been able to even remotely do this paperwork without having to use whiteout even one time? Not one time. I'm there 3 months. I stink at paperwork. I stink at it, man. I could never be a nurse. I can tell you that much. I couldn't be a social worker. There's way too much paperwork in those jobs. No way. Not me. No way. That's the part of my job I stunk at as a teacher. She goes, there is no damn way. Well, thank you. That was a lot of damn peas. Holy moly. Whole lot of peas. Yeah, my daughter's, you know what? My daughter likes her job, but she doesn't love it. She does not love it. I think she's going to end up in psych nursing. I think she's going to end up as a psych nurse. And I'm sorry, but it doesn't take Freud to figure out what that might be partially about. Roy, he says, I can't be a nurse. I don't like having my underwear show under my uniform. Bootsy, you're too much. I gotta hold these on. They're so thick. Yeah, I know, right, Amy? Yeah. Ooh, nice. You're having an ice cream bar? Good for you. I've been sugar-free for 9 days. And then I ate some pecans, and they did have sugar on them, and I didn't know it at first, and I did finish them, but it's all right. It's hard. For me, that's the biggest drug is sugar. Some people, their biggest drug is caffeine. Mine is sugar. I gave away the coffee too. Also, so I quit drinking coffee, and now I just drink tea. I have a lot more mental clarity, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm really looking for mental clarity. As you might guess that would be true if you've been around me for a couple of days, even at this point. I was thinking of something before. I was like, I'm going to go on the live stream and tell those people that. And you know what, people? I can't think of it because I was thinking of it. Yeah, Dawn, I have my whole life. But I tell you, the best thing that ever happened to me was I got nauseous and was sick for a couple of days. And I was without sugar. And then I ate again, and I ate it again, and I realized how much it really impacts me. So for the last year, I've been going pretty much mostly off of it, but also there were periods where I did like birthday party. Christmas, I went insane. At Christmas. No, not the tea I'm drinking, sweetheart. This is herbal tea. No caffeine. No caffeine in herbal tea. Regular tea has 65 milligrams of caffeine, like black tea, like the British tea. A cup of coffee has 200 milligrams. So tea has significantly less caffeine than coffee, but it still does have coffee. It still does have caffeine. Yep. It definitely does. Marty, I can't screw around. Anything like that can affect my mental health. And I had to really tease it out over time to figure out which things were impacting me. And the one that I still have not, two things. One, I want to get rid of cheese. I'm going to stop eating cheese. I'm still going to eat my Greek yogurt. I'm not giving up dairy altogether, but I don't drink milk. So other than cheese, that's pretty much the only dairy that I eat. And it makes me feel like crap when I eat it. So today I decided that's it. So the boys had pizza tonight and not me. No, but I was 300 pounds, Marty, back 20 plus years ago. And I got a gastric bypass, and it gave me the chance to not be 300 pounds. And I've never been more than 150 pounds since then. But then this medication put me up over that. So it's very serious to me because I I felt like I had myself put under for that surgery. It's an elective surgery. It wasn't like the doctors said I had to have it. So it was elective. Um, and I was a single mom of a 5-year-old at the time, and I had to really think hard about doing an elective surgery with a little girl, because what if something happened while I was on the table? So I always took it like real. So I took my surgery. Ever since then, I took it real seriously, and I don't take a lot of stuff seriously at all. Pretty much nothing. But I do take my health seriously now. And the only reason I take my health seriously now is because I lost my health for about 7 years. I lost all of my health, my mental health, my emotional health. It was 7 years. But Jon Kabat-Zinn says in his book, Full Catastrophe Living, and it's true because he's not the only one who says it, that every 7 years, all of our cells completely replenish. So you're literally not the same person you were 7 years ago. And I latched onto that when I read it in that book. Yeah, Marty, I read that too, about green tea, which I do drink. I drink 1 cup of green tea a day. I drink 1 cup of black tea a day. And then sometimes if I'm a little bit laggy, like if at work I get tired in the afternoon, then I'll drink another cup of green tea, not green tea, just tea in the afternoon. Yeah, Dawn, that's right. That's right. Yep. But not me anymore. Now I have literally everything I ever wanted in my life. My kids are safe. I live with and love with the love of my life, who I've been with for 20 years. And yeah, Marty, I read it. Marty, get this. You ready? You know how long ago I read that? 7 years ago. I read that 7 years ago, and I took it and put it in my pocket, and I carried it with me through 7 of the actually probably the longest 7 years of my life were the last 7 years. And I'm telling you, girl, let me tell you, it's 100% true. We absolutely. And so, do you know what it told me? That it's not just your skin cells that's going to get replenished, it's your brain cells too. And when they told me my brain was different, because I had depression my whole life. I didn't think I didn't think depression was a mental illness. That's because I was depressed my whole life. I laugh at that crap now, man. I mean, you have got to. And you can scratch that 7-year itch, so I'm told, Roy says. All right, I'm liking what this is doing. We're going to paint over it with gesso, but I'm liking it. I'm really liking it. So I'm going to get a little more of this Malia paper. Me too, Ami. I'm telling you, girl, the medication, girl, the medication does a number on them cells. So I'm like all about anything I can do, except I won't do a crossword puzzle. I will not do a crossword puzzle. They're not for me. I don't know enough pop culture or even just common knowledge. I just don't have it. I don't have a lot of common sense. I don't have a lot of common knowledge. But you want to give me a special area to study and write your research paper? I'm your guy. All right, which is not a very practical thing. Let me get some baby wipes over here. Yes, it is. Roy, I love this. He said, I believe that I recently fell off the depression wagon. Getting back to balance again, it's a secret demon. Well, Roy, my ego was not being my amigo back in 2016. And I used to argue with the group counselor. People, these counselors were so good. You have no idea. I used to argue with him, and because they gave us paperwork, that they would give us this thing. I forget the name of the group that I was in, but it was myself and some other individuals who were also affected by mental health conditions. And James was one of my favorite counselors. And so James was leading the group, and we would have our groups for a whole year. So we really got to know each other and all that kind of stuff. And in the group, he gave us a worksheet, and it starts talking about all the different, and it was basically learning about what is schizophrenia, what are the symptoms, what is this, what is it, like going down the line about it. And I had just got diagnosed with bipolar disorder in 2016, people. And I would not identify with it at all. I wouldn't even just say I wouldn't even admit to myself that it runs in my family. Like, I was so in denial. It was ridiculous. And so I would say to James, he would have the paper, and I would say, James, I have a question here. It says right here, scientists think that bipolar disorder is caused by a chemical imbalances in the brain. And I said to him, oh, they just think so? Do they have any data? Is there anything that can prove this? He'd be such a, I was a terror. I was a terror, you know. Um, but it was a wonderful, wonderful counselor, that guy, James. Oh, I hadn't thought about people. I love talking to you. I love you people. I love talking to you. I really do. I feel a little weird because I'm just talking about myself so much. And I don't want to be like self-centered, you know what I mean? But it's like when I talk to you people, I think of things that make me happy because I'm happy being around you people, you know? And you people were there for me in a really tough time in my life. You were there for me when my dad died. There was a really beautiful friend in the box who actually I was messaging with the moment that I found out my dad actually did die. Literally, that's how much you people have been in my life. And I've always appreciated you all so very much, you know? That's the kind of thing where the appreciation comes natural because, you know, it's not just that the whole community is great, and the whole community is great, really, truly. I think it's a great community, this online art community, but it's the people who don't make videos and come to the live streams and listen, gentle listeners, this is not a dig on you, but I really want to thank them specifically. I thank the gentle listeners because I can't figure out what in the hell you get out of this at all, except for you're doing that for me. You're just listening and bearing witness to this woman who just recently realized that she's actually crazy. You know? But I want to lift up the people in the box who don't make videos because it's a different interaction with them. And my interaction with you people, when you come over here, is different for me than when I type in the box when you're at somebody else's channel. It's just such a really unique experience that we have an opportunity to be a part of, you know? It's just really great, you know? And I lost all my teeth and you people were there for me, you know? I lost my mind and some of you people were there for me. And I don't blame anybody who wasn't. Man, I probably would have hightailed it. I'd have been the first one out of the room. Let me tell you. Oh, yeah. No, Dawn, you know what? If I approach it the way Dawn said, Dawn, thank you for that. She said, um, someone may need to hear you. That's what we don't realize. Yeah. Yeah. No. And if you give me that perspective, um, then I have no problem with it because then I'm like, well, if me talking about my life is useful for somebody else, then uh, then I'm happy for it. You know, I'm happy for it. Hey, what's up? Speaking of beautiful souls, Marty made a beautiful point last night, and I want to bring it up. I was over to Zena's, and I got to meet Zena in person. Don't be jealous. You got to be a Jersey girl. I went with my son. We went to a music festival or a food truck festival or some kind of festival thing that she was at. Her voice, people, first of all, she's stunning, like stunning. I don't have anything else to like jaw dropping beautiful. And then her voice is beautiful. And then her soul is beautiful because she went ahead and I did not know I was manic at that point because I hadn't been hospitalized yet. And she did not treat me any different. She just treated me like she treated me online. She was this thing about it is she's genuine because she's the same person that I met online is the same person I met in person. I have met people from online that when you meet them in person, they're a little bit different. Not 100%, but just a little bit. So that's what I have to say about that. Mental health worker. Well, you know, Dawn, the thing about me is I'm in AA, and so I already told my AA story, so I didn't really feel a need to tell. And you know what? The other thing is, I told my story to a nurse at my first group that I went to back in 2015. But my story has changed since then because I've been hospitalized like 7 or 8 times since then. So, I couldn't even. I've lost track. I don't even know. People, I don't know. I don't keep track of how many times I go to the loony bin. That's what you people all call it, the loony bin. And let me tell you something. I met some of the most beautiful people in there. I was thinking about my friend Willie today. Don't let me get choked up over here, people. My buddy Willie, I met him and he was there at the hospital with me back in fall 2021. And people, I did not get to go home for Thanksgiving. They're not like give you a day pass to go home when they're changing your meds. You're getting your meds changed. Your ass is staying at the hospital. That's people like me, my friend Jennifer too. Some people, I don't know if people can successfully do it at home. I have not ever done it successfully at home. So anyway, so well, no, never, not just straight up at home. I've done it at home where I was going to the hospital during the day. So that was still sort of kind of different. Oh, girl, you are more, that's not even, you're welcome, but it's not a compliment. It's just how I feel about you. Not a compliment, but you're welcome anyway, because you got good manners, you know. So anyway, my buddy Willie. So I had been at one mental hospital and I went too crazy and they had to send me to another one. And so I woke up. I wasn't asleep, but I came to, but I was wide awake. See how it is? It's real hard to discuss this stuff if you never experienced it. And I was freezing and I was frightened. I didn't know where I was. I didn't know what was going on. I was very, very out of sorts. And all of a sudden I just hear this guy go, "Yo, y'all settle down. You're scaring her." And everybody went silent. Because it was like I thought I was at like some train station or something, because there was like all this commotion going on, at least from my perspective, sitting there in this chair. And no, you know what, Steph, it's not fun, but listen, but you do meet cool people. Nobody wants to be there, but I met cool people every time I went. So that's the thing I try to hold on to. No, but I'm with you, girl. I'm not signing up. Steph, I'm doing everything in my power. I'm not even afraid to die anymore, people. Not afraid to die. Not me. I am afraid to go back to the hospital. That's, you know what I'm saying? I'm more afraid of that. More afraid of that. I'm actually not afraid of it, because the last time that I went to the hospital, and I'm so proud, I would cry right now, but I'm on so much medication I can't. But I'm dead serious, people. I can't cry, and that's kind of a good thing. But the last time I went in, I walked myself into the emergency room, people. I walked myself into the emergency room like a batshit crazy lunatic, but I went in. I did it because I told John that's all I wanted. Please don't call the ambulance. Please don't. I had to go in the ambulance. Then I had to go with the cops. Once I went with the ambulance, once I went with the cops. I begged him, please don't call the ambulance. But see, he has to at some point, because I'm being unsafe. You can't be crazy and be unsafe to yourself or unsafe to others, or you're going to get locked up, and you should. And I should have been, and I'm glad I was. And Dorinda changed it all for me, because I was complaining about it on a live stream one time, you know, being a real victim about it. And I was like, "And they locked me up." And she's like, maybe you just got tucked away, like by God. And that gave me a whole different perspective. That's a shout out to Creative Moments with Dorinda, one of my favorite people on YouTube. You know? Oh, well, then don't on me. You don't need to cry. You understand. Hey, Red, how are you? Yes, Steph, we all have different experiences. Oh, Steph, listen, I got restrained. I got put in I was in the psych ICU. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. But it was better than me getting killed, because I ran in front of oncoming traffic, and that's what was going on. So the choices were for my family to leave me being unsafe, or to put me where I could be safe. Not happy there, but safe. You know what I mean? Anyway, I was there in the hospital to 2021 Thanksgiving. And so I was glad that my friend Jennifer, who I met there, was there, and my friend Willie. And Willie and Jennifer and I used to all get together in the mornings before everybody got up. Now, Jennifer and I didn't sleep all night because we were both getting our meds changed, and we could not sleep. When we say we couldn't sleep, it's not like we just couldn't fall asleep. We were running around, you know, being crazy. Not too crazy, because they didn't let us be too crazy. That's what I liked about that hospital, to be honest with you. But anyway, we would meet up. Willie would take a bunch of medicine and pass out and get a good night's sleep. And then Jennifer and I would meet him in the morning, and we would do a Bible study. I'd only been to a Bible study one other time, you know. Well, Marty, the law of attraction would probably say that makes sense. you know, it's a spectrum, man. It's a spectrum. The only thing is there's actual numbers on it, and I don't know what the percentage is for people who have anxiety, depression, and all that other stuff, but I know that it's 2.8% of the population are in my boat. So that's not that many people, but it's also not no people. You know what I mean? That's the whole thing. All right. So anyway, my buddy Willie, he was so funny. Oh my God, people. There was so like you don't have anything to wear at the hospital, right? Well, you have whatever you came. Okay, if you're in my situation and whatever you came in the ambulance in, that's what you got, you know. And when you're going from one hospital to another, they have to transport you by. Well, Jen, it's not about liking it. It's about following the call on my heart to be positive no matter where I go, because I know what happened to my ancestors, and it wasn't pretty back in the day. So yeah, it's not a great place to go now, but it was a torture chamber not too many years ago. So I try to keep that into perspective too. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to go back by any means. I was never trying to go there, you know? Oh, she said, oh my goodness, she likes it in there. I thought that Jen said her comment. No, here was her comment, people. Let me clarify here. Clarity. She said, oh my goodness, she likes it in there. LOL. And I thought she meant I like it in the mental hospital. I was like, no, really, I don't. But I don't dislike it. No, I do dislike it, but I try to make the best out of it. But anyway, the point of matter was that she wasn't even freaking talking to me. Scrap that. Okay, Roy. Oh, people. I should just stick to gluing. I should just think. But you know what happened? So Jennifer and I exchanged phone numbers with a whole bunch of people, but only Jennifer and I ended up together. She had Willie's number. She lost it. And I just know that means that it just wasn't meant it wasn't meant to be for me to be friends with Willie on this side of the hospital walls. But he was my best friend while I was there. And he was so good to me. He just really looked out for me, man. He was like my guardian angel, really and truly. And he gave me a Bible. My Bible was missing. I had brought it, but it got lost in transit. So that was really, really, never take your good sweatshirt and pants and shoes. They take I know, believe me, do I know? Oh, you know what though? They did do it. I mean, they did it to me. They took the tie out of my hooded sweatshirt that is from my first love of my life, my daughter's father who died. They took the damn string out of it. She goes, we got to lock this up if you want to keep the string. I said, but you don't understand. It's so important to me. And she's like, so I said, just take the damn string. Take the damn string. I forgot all about that. Hey, Christina. How are you? Oh, that's where I saw it. The Flip Through Friday. It's Christina's shack. That's where I saw Flip Through Friday. I can't say that fast, man. Whoa. I was trying. Oh, yeah. Right? I know me, right? It's so hard to do. Hard to get a little sweatshirt thing back in. Holy crap. Really hard. But you know what? I wanted the damn sweatshirt to wear. So I was like, I better just, you know what? I'm actually happy with this. So what I've been doing is taking little pieces of things that I don't want to throw out and putting them on this paper here. And it's been kind of fun. Somebody just texted me. Who is it? Oh, all right. I'll get that later. I will get it later. So I've been seeing a lot of cool stuff going on. I see everybody doing the scavenger hunt with Janet Young, which is always fun. And then I saw that Caged Fish also did a little scavenger hunt thing. If you people don't know Caged Fish, you want to get over there. Let me tell you what, she's not doing live streams anymore. And I'm sorry for you people who didn't get to see her. She's an amazing collage artist. Just fantastic. She's amazing. She's one of my favorite people on YouTube. She's in my top 3. You know, I got to rate everything. Okay. Marty, thank you for being on my page, because I literally felt like such a doofus because I didn't like, my mouth didn't know how to respond. I was like, she's saying what is she saying? I didn't get it. That was one of those, like, I thought it was getting, oh, thanks, Christina. This is, my grandpa's paper. All right, we're going to paint. We said we were going to glue and paint. So now here's the painting portion of this experience with me. Oh no, Zena said she was struggling with her little bits. Oh, little bits. These little kind of bits. All right. I'm going to use this one. Now, I might dry brush this. Let me just do that to start. Okay. Yes, here we go. Now we got something going on. All right. Oh, thank you people for both voting for both. Glue then paint. Whose idea was that? You're getting a prize. Actually, not tonight. I do want to do some prizes for fun. I think it'd be fun to do prizes. Not giveaways, prizes. I want to do some prizes. I like the prizes. They're fun. We got to think of something. I have a couple games maybe. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. So here's my thought. The reason I even popped on tonight, other than I just love you people and I wanted to say hi, was I am going to do something I've not done ever since I've been on YouTube. And that is I am going to schedule a live stream on a weekly basis, except for the third Wednesday. It's going to be Wednesdays, except for the third Wednesday of the month. I won't be able to do it that day. I have a Zoom meeting for this organization that that I'm a part of. So I'm going to live stream from 6:30 till probably 8, just like I did tonight. Now, tonight I came on a little bit later, but I could even do this slot, I think, because Mary's not on yet. And like Barb Owen, is Barb Owen still going on? Hold on, people. I'm not subscribed to her. Sorry, but every time I think of somebody to subscribe to, hold on. I got to do it right now so I don't forget. I'll be right back with you. Barb is amazing. Again, one of my favorites of all time. All right. And so I don't know if she still is, but she typically was 2 p.m. Eastern, I think, or 3 p.m. I can't remember which time on Fridays. So you got to understand, it's not because I feel like I'm even stepping on anybody's toes. It's not even about that with me. I feel like there's enough internet for everybody. And if you want to, there's choices for everybody. And I'm a firm believer in all of that. Plus I do like to do it when the spirit moves me, but I also am I am creating more structure in my life because, mania is chaos and depression is sadness. And I don't live in either of those realms anymore. So structuring my life around being like the rest of you normal people, Hey, I was talking about you coming on Sunday. Thank you. 2 p.m. Thank you, Kellyanne. Thanks for sliding in with the info. And thank you for sliding in with the link there, Squirrely Squirrel. Yes. All right. So, and I'm just boring everybody with my stories of going to the mental hospital. The people, it's been my life, it's been my life experiences as of the last time I saw you. I thought I'd bring you up to speed, but I think we're kind of there. I think you get the picture. You know what I'm doing. And I want to say to anybody who's out there gently listening, I'm going to talk to you people now. Did I talk to you replayers? Replayers, this is for you too. I'm not talking to the people in the box right now, although they're welcome to be a part of this conversation. Feel free to listen in. I'm talking to the people who are gently listening and the people who are replaying. And I want to say to you people, I want to say that if you suffer from anxiety or depression, I get it. I really do. And there is so much hope, because the one thing that depression at least always tried to rob from me was my hope. And I love people. If you don't know her channel, you must go subscribe now. Never Hopeless by Elizabeth. Oh, love me some Elle. She has her channel, or just her channel name right there. Never Hopeless, right? Never Hopeless. So I love you too, girl. I was talking, dude, and I was shit talking on New Yorkers, and I knew Roy was listening, and I forgot. Not, I don't care either, really. But then I go, oh, Roy, I'm not talking about you. Don't shit talk, Laura. Don't shit talk your neighbors. Too funny. I like this as is. I think we could just do some kind of. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? How much time? Yeah, she's not on till 8:30. Just give me one hot second here. I wanted to make something to start my mind on a wall, and it came to me today. So let me just check this out. Thank you, Lovey. Look at you, you little wrenchy wrench. Love it, love it. But you know, I don't know if everybody knows everybody because I wasn't here when all these lovely new people came in. Marty came, I think, just as I was leaving. Chris is new to me, and Kelly Ann is new to me, and who else? Let me see who you people are. Who else is new to me? Chris, Kelly, Dawn is new to me, and the rest of you people are old people. You old people. Oh, Zena, I can't even deal with it. I even say it at work sometimes. There was, if you know, do anybody know Laurel's channel? I don't remember the name of her channel, or I would be subscribed to it. No, Forever with a 4, Clover Passions, something like that. Anyway, Laurel, she's awesome, and she's at the beginning when I was first doing YouTube, she sent me a coffee mug and it said "people." Am I right? Yeah, Marty, you totally did. I definitely met you over there. I definitely met you over at Zena's. And one of her lives, it was before I was probably out of my mind. I don't know. I've lost a little count with that crap. But I've been back to myself now. I've been back. Okay, let me put it this way. I've been back to planet Earth since last January. And I have been back to myself since it was only the iron. So mentally I've been back to myself since pretty much August, I would say. Took till about August. Okay. So I want to write something on here. If you're offended by foul language, this is the time to leave. I just want to tell you that. And I'm serious. If it offends you, if curse words offend you, then you're going to want to leave. I'll be right back. I got to get some paint. All right. If you don't happen to be familiar with these paints, these were gifted to me by Laughing Dog's Book Nook Laura, such a beautiful gift some years ago, and they shift color and the light. First person I saw use them was Rosemary Morris on the jelly plate, and then she sent me some of her jelly prints with it on them. Oh my god, amazing! Her jelly prints are amazing, for real. Zena. I know, Anna, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love every part of it. I absolutely love every part of it. I really do. All right, so this is not the brush I want. I'm just breaking these brushes in. We'll use this guy. And then I tell you, when I don't eat sugar, I have no headaches. That's another thing I noticed. But whoever said it is right. It's a battle, man. Sugar's a battle. I think it was Dawn. Might have been Kellyanne. Oh, Dawn and Kellyanne, if I screw you two up because I met you at the same time, don't be offended, please. Of course, you can't hang out with me if you're offended because I can be unintentionally offensive and I can be intentionally offensive. So you got to watch out with me. All right. Here we go, people. This came to me today that I wanted to make a piece of artwork to put on my wall, and you people are making it with me. So we're just going to do it. Who's potty mouth? Oh, Anne. I was like, do you know what? I got excited. I thought, oh, is there another channel where somebody else? I found Anne last Sunday. I don't know how I found you, girl. If you guys listen too, leave a comment down below, and then please, I'm begging you, just say hi, put an emoji, just anything, because then I can subscribe to you. But it's like I just don't have all the subscriptions anymore, so it's a little hard. Okay. And I'm trying to decide whether to go with another color down here. I'm not sure. I'm just going to take a minute. That's something I've been learning to do. Take a minute, take a breath. It's really not, it doesn't come to me naturally. People, if you go to my community tab, you will find all the current meditations that I'm doing. There's some great 5-minute meditations. You can do a literal 1 minute meditation, which I plan on doing with Andrew when he comes. All right, let's see. Now, okay, I want to think here if I want to do a color. I think I'm going to use this brown color. I'm going to use this brown color for obvious reasons when you see the word. Okay. Now, I feel like there's a bug in my hair because that bug was over here. All right, and hold on. I'm trying to pick a brush that I want. Maybe this one. Okay, this one. I have a paintbrush coming. Of course, people haven't bought anything since YouTube is really the reason that I buy stuff. I'm telling you now. I went over to Beth's, and Beth was not trying to sell me anything. She was just saying that she got herself a paintbrush and she really liked it. What did I immediately have to do? Go buy that same paintbrush. Monkey, monkey, monkey. That's what I want to call it. A monkey. All right, let's see. This brush is. Can you guys hear the heater I have on in the background? I'm curious. I know, and it's the best word. I don't know what I'd do without it. You know, I don't know what I'd do without it. I really don't. I mean, you know, I don't say it around children. Guess what? My son, though, he doesn't like when I say it because I never said it around him, but now he's 13, so I don't mind saying it around him. And I won't even do it on purpose. I'm trying to decide if I want to go uppercase or lowercase here. And he'll go, Mom! And then I say to him, oh, you never use that word with your friends? And then he doesn't say anything. He's the cutest 13-year-old that ever existed. Hold on. I better pay attention. I'm going to misspell this word then. I need to focus. To focus, I can't be running my yap. I run my yap and I make mistakes. Here is the reason I could not accept who I am. I could not accept who I am all my life. This is the reason. Right there. This is some powerful shit. And I am curious if this is part of the word stigmata. I don't know, but I'm going to look it up today. I've been wondering about it today. And now, thanks to you people, I made this piece of artwork and I will go. Thanks, Dawn. I will go ahead and thanks, Amy. I will go ahead and hang it up on my wall. Now, I want to tell you this, not my town, certainly not my town where I live, and not the town next to me, but the one after that. So 2 towns over, there's many towns around me moving up towards where I work that have a sign that says like the town is, you know, I don't know, Bakersfield. Bakersfield is stigma free. And that's what they have on their, oh my God, Jen said she had a dream once that she had stigmata. Really? That's a trippy dream. Man, tell me you weren't glad to wake up. I mean, that is crazy, right? Talk about crazy. That's some crazy. That's some serious crazy. Wow. That's crazy. Damn, girl. Woof. That gives me the shivers practically. And when she got up, she had a flat tire with a nail. Shut up. Really? Damn, Jen. I mean, he said, I'm gonna pass, Jen. No kidding, I'm gonna pass too. All right, hold on. I gotta turn this thing off behind me. Oh, I'm sweating to death. No, it was cold here today for the first time. Look at this, Jen. You have the whole chat just all with their jaws on the floor. Who knew she was more than an artist? She has crazy dreams too. Yeah, that's a crazy dream, man. God, I've had crazy dreams, but that's definitely not that crazy, I don't think. Look at this. I got the goosebumps, man. I got the goosebumps, seriously, all over my body, just because of that of her story. You can't, like, you can see the goosebumps. I love when I do stuff like that on YouTube. Look, people, and then I just put my. Oh, you do. So you have a very active dream life. Oh, okay, okay. Well, I hate to be the person to repeat herself 1,000 times, but you know, some people who take medication, we just get knocked out. I'm tranquilized all night. I don't really have dreams much, and I'm okay with it. Oh my God, Jen. Damn, girl. You just gave me like the best story I heard in years. That is like the best story I've heard in years of something like. I mean, did you say what does her medicine closet look like? What happened? Wait, what? She just said she had crazy dreams. What's that got to do with her medicine cabinet? Hey, look what I did. I added a little piece to it. I added a little bling to the box. And if you wouldn't mind, Malia, just well, you don't have to do it, but I didn't put the link in, but I wanted to for your channel because I'm gonna watch Mary and either glue my here's my cardboard box. I'm either gonna work on this, excuse me, or I'm gonna work on rolling paper, which I found to be very therapeutic. Like Malia says it in her video, it's like great. Isn't that pretty, bling? Oh, well, you know what? Good for you, Jen. Good for you to accept help. Good for you. I can't say that I've always been that open. Good for you. Good for you. You know, I took that, me, when I was having, after I came out of that situation that I had before I came back to be with my Romeo. And I took that for a little while. Yeah. What's a junk roll? I want to know what a junk roll is. Is it what I'm already doing? This is a roll of paper and I'm just putting junk on it, like just all kinds of junk, stickers. Like here, we'll put this on it, but I have to keep it flat right here. I can't put dimensional things because I actually do work on here sometimes. No, that stuff does work. Worked for me like a charm. I didn't need it anymore, but I used to have really bad nightmares. But I was a kid that had night terrors, so I don't even know like if that's something to do with it or I don't know. I'm gonna put this one here. All right. Malia said, baby steps, Steph. She's already going crazy with the goodies she just bought from me. I love it. Yeah, I will, Steph. I'll you know what, though? I won't do it if I don't write it down. So, look, I even said I was going to link your video. I'll link it next time. Sorry, Malia. I even wrote myself a note. Well, it shows you how effective this is. Watch Junk Roll Malia. I'll know what that is. I'll watch it tomorrow. All right. I'm spelling your name wrong. There's where that goes. All right, people. Well, I'm going to get going and scooting over to Mary's. She will be on rolled junk paper. Oh, sounds great. You take paper, junk paper, and glue it together into a roll. And then can you like peel off of it? Do you do that too? Sounds good. Oh, I'm checking out the video. Emily, I just love watching your videos. So don't even, it's not no thing but a chicken wing. I love your videos. All right. I want to thank you all for coming. I want to thank size of a wax paper roll, snippet roll. Okay. I'm following you. I know I never saw a wax paper roll, but I've seen a snippet roll. Cut it as you need it. That's a great concept. That's great. Bye, Marty. Mommy said that is a big roll. Listen, people, I want to just, all jokes aside, I want to tell you how much I appreciate each and every one of you. And I say that with every fiber of my being. I've never been in any group other than, I can't say any group. I'm so blessed to be a part of a group of human beings who are kind, considerate, patient, loving. I could go on and on. Funny, Oh my God, Malia's got a 35-foot roll. Holy shit. Bye, Christina. Holy shit. And Dawn does the register tape ones. I have seen those. Thank you for being a blessing, Dawn. I appreciate it. Yeah. Make yourself giggle. Yeah. Yeah. She said balls, Malia. All right, you guys. I won't keep you any longer. I love you. And however, I will be streaming on Wednesday. Unless, is it the third Wednesday? Hold on. Maybe not. I won't be. Is it the third Wednesday? Can anybody tell me? I finished out that glue stick. Let me look at my calendar real quick here. And replayers, thank you for replaying with me. You're here with us in spirit every time. Gentle listeners, thanks for gently listening. I wish I could be more like you. I did gentle listen a few times at Mary's. All right, okay, so I can't start next week. It was good that I came tonight because I wouldn't have been over. I can't do it next week. So I'll either be back next Friday at 6:30 or the following Wednesday. We'll go with something like that. So 6:30 Friday. Because nobody else is on. So let's go with that. 6:30 on Friday. Yes, I'm gonna put it 6:30 Fridays. I am actually gonna do it. I am gonna become someone who puts an actual commitment to my stream time. So it's gonna be 6:30 p.m. Fridays. Now I plan to be off by the time Mary gets on, simply because I choose to, not because anyone asked me to. There's a difference. All right. Love you guys. There's the junk roll link. Hold on. Now, come on. I'm just going to have to get that. Yes. All right. Bye, guys. And you know I can't find this. There it is.